The wild fox. There was two. One's run away, but the other one's just standing there watching us. I love him. He's got his ears up. You can't see, but he's got his little ears up. Looks far away on here, but actually it's really not that far. This shows the limitation of a camera phone, really, because it's not all that far away from me, really. I'd say maybe 100 meters. This looks, when I zoom out, that looks like it's about 200-300 meters. That looks a little bit more like what I can see. He's heard something. There he goes. He's finally gone. Slinking off. He looks quite old, or she. Slinking off. Bless him. Gonna find his little mate. So it's at the end of October now, 2018, and I've had a bit of a difficult month, really. A really difficult month, and I'm just aware that I'm not really getting anything done, as I keep saying. And so it's like 10 months into the new year so it's 10 months in, and I honestly thought that I'd probably be doing much more than I have, but maybe I didn't really. Maybe I knew that it was going to be like this. And I knew there was going to be barriers, and I knew the biggest barrier was going to be myself. And I think in the last month I've really struggled with my anxiety, and in the last 2 weeks I've just been feeling really low, almost to the point where I would say the symptoms are very similar to depression. And these things are a significant barrier to actually going and achieving any goal that you set yourself. When you've been struggling for a long time and you're perhaps going through that midlife crisis, things are the simple things are very hard. And I've come to a place today just to try and get a bit of inspiration, I think, just to find a bit of peace. The place is called Lyveden New Build. It's in Northamptonshire, where I'm from. It's quite an interesting place. It's really quiet. I think I needed a bit of peace to try and collect my thoughts. As I say, I've really struggled. I've struggled to get into work this week, and I just needed to get away from it all and just come to a place that's going to be a little bit inspirational. So I came here. It's quite an interesting place because it's one of the relatives of the gunpowder plot, I believe, built this house and never finished it because they're involved in the gunpowder plot. I perhaps would try and that's the rough story. There's more to it than that. But the person who was supposed to build this building never finished the building, and it's now part of the National Trust. It's a really interesting place to come anyway, even though it's half built. They've made it tidy and nice. The grounds are lovely to walk around. But I think it's quite an apt place to come at this moment, because there were barriers in building this dream. I mean, this was a dream. This is potentially a beautiful home for somebody who's got a lot of wealth. But the person that built this had many barriers. One of them was the fact that they tried to help with the blowing up of Parliament, which probably wasn't a good idea, but the fact that they considered doing that, whether it's a revolutionary act or whatever, it is a significant barrier. And I don't even know what I'm saying. I think what I'm saying is that, 10 months into the year of 2018, and I thought that I'd do more, but the reality is that there's just been a lot of barriers to getting stuff done, and the biggest barrier is myself, is me, who I am. And I think this is important, though, as I've said, this is so important. There are lots of people like me. There are lots of people, perhaps like the person who tried to build this mighty house, and they never succeed or fulfill the dream or goal that they set themselves. And I think it'd be easy for me at this moment in time, when I'm feeling really down, feeling really low, to just stop now, and just give up and just think, 10 months in, you was hoping to be further down the line than this, and then think to myself, start having those negative thoughts, those negative beliefs that maybe this isn't meant to be. But I still believe that all of this is happening for a reason. I don't believe this is purposeless or meaningless. I knew this would happen. I knew that I would struggle to get up when I wanted to get up, to do the stuff I wanted to do. And I really didn't expect to be struggling quite so badly with my mental well-being. I didn't expect to be struggling as much as I have, and this last 2 weeks has been pretty awful. And I'm aware that this could just be something that delays things. But you know what? I think what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and make this more motivation rather than a barrier. I'm doing this for the right reasons, I think. I think I'm doing all of this for the right reasons. I'm not doing it for my own ego, my own needs. I'm doing it because I genuinely think that I have a contribution to make, and it's better to be a little bit rogue, be a bit of a revolutionary rebel, and just go against the grain of the systems that I find myself in. I think I'm going to be more used to people in the world if I just kind of walk my own path for a time. And so, you know what, 10 months in, I'm feeling quite demotivated, but that's got to be part of this process, this journey. It's got to be part of it, and that's why I'm filming today, because we're feeling pretty rubbish, and I've been pretty rubbish. I haven't done all the things that I wanted to do, but there are going to be 1 billion people like me who set themselves a dream, a goal, a hope, and will stop at those first hurdles. And then we never know what potential those people will have. Maybe if I stop today, I never know the potential that I will have to have a positive impact on the world. So I've come here today, and I thought it's important to document this now. I had so much more in my head that I wanted to say in this video, in the here and now. I'm really not. I'm not very good on these cameras. I struggle with it because I want to be authentic, but it's really hard to be authentic when you're in front of a camera. And I find it weird that there's so many YouTube videos out there that teach you how to be authentic. And from my point of view is that you shouldn't need to be taught to be authentic. You either are who you are or you're not. And I don't think you can teach authenticity. You have to learn what that is within you. You have to find something within you that you have to. It's not something somebody can say, oh, these are the bullet points to be authentic. I don't think that's possible. And so, I'm struggling a little bit because I had lots of things in my head I wanted to say, but I don't think I've been able to say it. I don't think I've been able to articulate myself the way I wanted to. And I guess all I really wanted to say was that I'm struggling, and this is one of many barriers that have been in my way to getting to where I want to be. And I guess I just want to say, I'm going to hopefully get through this and keep pursuing, this dream of being better, of doing good in the world. And it's difficult to be authentic. I think it's really difficult to be authentic in this setting, speaking to a camera. I mean, it's dark. Looking at it now, it's dark. It's not how I want it to be. But you know what? I'm not going to stress out because this is all part of it. Everybody out there who isn't Casey Neistat or Peter McKinnon or PewDiePie or all those other YouTubers, like this, most people are like me here now. So here I am. I lived in New Build, looking at a man's dream that was never fulfilled. I'm hoping that despite this barrier, this difficulty I find myself in right now, hopefully I can get through this. Hopefully I can find a way. But only time will tell, I guess.